morning, and you're listening to 89 FM, a Rádio Rock.
89 é a Rádio Rock, eu sou a Giulia e eu tô aqui com The Warning. How are you guys?
Hi, we're good.
Hola,
Hola.
good.
So guys, you're going to play soon in the Supercharger Worldwide Tour. What are your expectations? Can we expect any surprises for this concert?
Oh, well, we're very excited to be joining this tour, and it's going to be our first time in Brazil.
Yes.
So we're just very, very excited to go and see all the people and just have these shows and rock out together. And surprises, well, I feel like since it's our first time there, where the music is going to be new,
Yes,
and
everything will be a
maybe
surprise.
some fun little moments will occur during the tour.
And you're playing with such iconic punk rock bands such as Sublime, Rise Against, and of course, Offspring. What are your expectations to share this stage with all these people?
Well, honestly, more than anything, we're honored. These are legends, and we can't wait to share the stage with them and show them what we can do as well.
And also, there are some new bands on the bill, I mean, including us, but Amel and the Sniffers are also going on this tour. We have a couple of shows together. So I feel like it's just such a well-packed bill, full of rock and roll from like all ages. And it's just going to be such a fun stage to share.
And as you said, this is your first time in Brazil. What are your expectations for the audience? Because, you know, we are known for being such a loud and energetic audience.
Yes, going
we
to
can't
Brazil
wait.
has always been in our bucket list.
Mhm.
We are Mexicans, so we're from Latin America, and we know the passion we Latin Americans have, but we know that Brazil is very famous for being the most passionate out of the whole, like, everyone.
And of course, we get the comments, come to Brazil.
We always get come to Brazil,
of
so
course.
now we're heading over there, and we're just excited to share that moment with you.
Is there anything you'd like to do, or maybe some food you'd like to try here?
Well, I definitely want to learn more phrases in
like
Portuguese,
Portuguese,
so
yes.
I can say it in like
On
on stage for
But
sure.
Where should we go?
I
What should
know.
we try?
We need
You know what? Do you have any
recommendations.
recommendations of what we should eat or something that we
we're
have
there.
to do over there?
I think you definitely should try feijoada, which is
Okay.
like a famous plate with pork, meat, and beans. And I would definitely say pão de queijo as well, which is one of my favorite. Everyone that comes to Brazil, I think they have to try pão de queijo because we are very, very famous for it.
Is that like pan de queso? Is it bread with cheese?
Yes,
Yes.
that's it.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes. We
you
will
got it.
we will understand a little bit. Yes. Spanish is not too far out. But of course, we're super excited to try all of that. Thank you for the recommendations.
Thank you. So, guys, the warning story starts when you were very young. How do you see Ben's evolution during these years?
Well, it's been like 10 years since we've started our careers. But we've done it together, and we're sisters, so I feel like we supported each other every step of the way, and since it was an everyday thing for us.
And
like,
I mean, we grew into it. We've been
Yeah.
doing this as children and now as young women. And again, just to think that now we're headed to Brazil and in this tour, I don't think it's something that we would have ever imagined happening. So we're just so grateful that these past 10 years have led us here. And it has just been a lot of growth and a lot of rock and roll. So we're very excited about the next few years to come and these steps that we're taking.
And which bands or artists would you say that influenced the warning the most?
Ooh, there's a lot, but I feel like Muse is one of the big ones.
Muse.
For sure. We grew up listening to a lot of Queen, a lot of AC/DC,
A lot of Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd. In this last album, I think we listened to a lot of Royal Blood.
Yeah.
Well,
And Muse. We toured
and
with
Muse.
both of them. So I
Yes.
feel like that influence is clearly there. And I feel like if you see us live, you can clearly see those influences in the way that we cover the stage. Since we're just 3 people on there, I think we've always been very inspired by other people who do the same thing.
And your cover of Enter Sandman by Metallica has gone viral. Is there a song that you'd like to cover soon?
We haven't, I mean, we just did a cover recently for
Sirius XM.
for like a thing. And we did Alanis Morissette. We did You Ought to Know.
Yeah.
And that was like the first cover we've done in like
In a while.
So I don't know what the next step would be.
And for you guys, what is the main difference between playing in a festival and playing in a solo show, solo concert?
Ooh, well,
For us, the main difference is equipment-wise.
yeah,
You have sound check, you have your equipment,
Yes.
and
for sure.
you
I
have
feel like
time.
festivals are very chaotic.
Yeah,
You know,
they
but
are.
they're always very fun.
I love
But there's
festivals.
magic in that
Yeah.
chaos.
You
And-
meet a lot of people. Sometimes you see friends that you've toured with before, and you see them again in festivals, and you meet up, and it's always very different and very fun.
And sometimes doing headlining shows in places that you've never been to before can be a bit difficult. But if you go to a festival first and you
Mhm.
gain
Yeah.
fans along the way, I feel like that just really goes a long way.
And you get to see the other shows, which
That
is
is
That's
the
always
best
very
part.
fun.
Yeah.
And you guys are from Mexico, as you said, and a lot of rock bands from Latin America has been earning their own space. How do you see this growth?
Well, I feel like Latin American rock has always had such a huge space, especially in Latin America. But I feel that now, as globalization becomes such a huge phenomenon, thanks to like social media, I feel like Latin American rock starts living outside of Latin America, and people start taking interest in what we have to offer culturally. Because it's not only language wise, but really the place that you live in, where you grow up, really does influence your music in such a specific way. And it is by opening these doors and playing in these stages that we've never been to before, where we can offer a little taste of that. We're very honored that we can represent our country in these types of situations and just open up a door of curiosity for people to explore a little bit more of, well, in this case, Mexican rock.
And you guys are you already play with big bands such as The Offspring. Is there any band that you dream to collab soon?
Well, we've been very lucky in the sense that we've gotten to open for a lot of
Yeah, for almost all of our
yeah.
heroes. It's been great. So you know what? Somebody who we haven't like opened for or like ever done anything with is Paramore. And Paramore has always been such a huge influence for us. So hopefully we get to at least meet them one day.
Yeah.
And
that would be awesome.
And guys, your siblings, and
Yes.
I'd like to say, how is the dynamic between you? Do you fight because you work together? And sometimes they say that family work together and doesn't work, but you're proving the wrong. It's wrong. So how is the dynamic between you guys?
I mean, I think like sisters who get really well along with each other.
Yeah.
And we've been working together for almost 11 years now.
Like
So we've gotten the hang of how it works. Yeah. And more than anything, we respect each other so much. And I feel like that really translates into everything that we do and how we take care of each other, how we communicate with each other. I feel like the priority, more than we always care so much about the band and it's a priority, but the real priority is the three of us being happy with our lives. That's what we care the most about. So thankfully we get to live all of this together and pursue this happiness together. It really is a true privilege to be doing this together as a family.
And girls, to finish, can you send a message to your Brazilian fans who can't wait to see The Warning live?
Of course! We can't wait to see you live. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have so much fun at the concerts, and we can't wait. We're going to be playing music from our newest album, Keep Me Fed, as well, so look out for that. And honestly, we'll see you there.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you for your time.
Yes.